7:07 right now. Thank you for joining me this morning. Appreciate it. Good to see you. Good to see you. So this morning, I was thinking a lot more about this powerful statement by Jimi Hendrix. Repeated it, and I've used this before, and I was told by some folks who listened who the original person is. I can't remember. I'll have to change it. But Jimi Hendrix said this quite a bit as well. When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. Just been thinking a lot about that statement lately as we see folks who aren't coming from a place of love and who just care about power. We see it in a lot of our leaders. We see it in one of the worst leaders in the world, not leader, but despot. With Putin, we see Trump, we see Kevin McCarthy, we see wherever we see people who basically are more interested, good morning, Richard, in power as above all and by any means. And we still live in a world that powerful people are able, with the wrong intent, with their sights set on power at all costs, still are able to do a hell of a lot of damage in this world. And, it's something that it's something we're going to have to figure out. It really is. We're going to have to figure this out. But what can we do? What can we do every day? The most powerful thing we can do is to simply love at every opportunity. And love is not weak, my friends. Love is not weak. Love is extremely powerful. It's even more powerful in the face of hate. And love does not mean that we stand down, that we're passive. Love is active. Love is protecting your family. Love is protecting the people you love and care about. Powerfully standing up for your values and letting people know why you're doing it. What we're seeing in Ukraine with those folks standing up and protecting their families and their country and democracy is out of love for their country, is out of love for freedom. And sometimes you got to do stuff. You got to stand up to it. You got this other really powerful quote that's important for all of us to remember as well. That all it takes, let me see if I can find this for you. This is also very powerful. All that is necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing, good women and men to do nothing, meaning we've got to love our way through this. We've got to do it. We've got to stand up. And we've got to make sure that folks know we know our values and the folks know the values that we're standing up for. That's my little message for today. That is it. I've just been thinking a lot about it. I see it happening all over the place. I attended a conference where last week where it's all about entrepreneurs coming together to make the world a better place. There is intent around that, and I was constantly vigilant about intent and about power. And my dad and I kind of vowed to, my dad less than me, because he's just terrified about getting up in front of groups of people. But I have committed that next year at that conference, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to talk. I'm going to use that quote that I just shared with you, and I'm going to share it with 350 entrepreneurs, some of them very, very wealthy, but I've committed to share that quote. And I'm also going to give out this coin to everybody that's there. You've all seen it. And I'm going to talk about agape capitalism, that is business based on love. And we're going to see how that goes. So I was able to give that coin out to 800 business leaders in Columbus. It was a pretty cool thing. I shared that all with you. But we're going to evangelize around this basic premise of leading with love, using the golden rule, and doing the right thing. Can you imagine if Donald Trump had that damn coin and he believed it? Can you imagine if Putin had that coin? Well, first of all, they're probably not capable of this, and they'd never be if we looked for leaders that were living this. And that's what I do. I look for leaders that are leading this. I don't care what party they're from. But this is the most important thing, that we look for people and leaders and organizations and communities that are committed to leading with love. They're committed to making things better for everybody at all costs, the most important thing, at the expense of their own individual power. That it's more important. It's the collective power. It really is. Another one last encouraging thing. There is a Web3 being built in this world as we speak. It's called Web3. So I want you to think about this and do a little research. We're building an alternate universe in there, virtual world. It is a whole nother world where folks are building companies. The values in that world are just as important. And let me see. Their coin is in the form of a mirror where all they see is themselves. Interesting. Thank you, Susan. So anyway, this whole other the Web3. Check it out. Get in there early and learn about it. Lots of neat stuff happening. But we're going to start Agape Capitalism up in that world as well. We've started a nonprofit. I'm going to turn the coin into what's called an NFT, a non-fungible token. You can learn more about that, but NFTs are objects in the material world that are one of a kind. You might have heard a little bit about them. So lots of cool stuff. Can't wait to get into this. This is a project, but the other project, of course, that we're starting in on, that I'm going to be the CEO of, is Agape Automation, where we're going to work on building equipment and software that has a little love programmed into it, folks. Don't ask. I haven't figured it out yet. It's going to be interesting. Well, that's all I got for you today. Listen, I hope you have a great Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I will be back on Monday, of course. And remember, even when it's really damn cloudy out, the sun is always shining. And you are the sunshine. And don't forget, love. Let's do it. Talk to you later. Take care. Bye-bye.